Hey guys, welcome back to the Bureau. Last time we were going up these stairs. These are some pretty nice stairs. Gotta admit, of all the stairs I've seen, these are definitely a few of them. Watch, I'm just gonna... Oh, gotta hold it. I just ended the episode.
Let's get out of here, Barnes.
And I'm betting...
Survivors are loaded and we're ready to fly. You saved lives down there, Carter.
Not even like 10 seconds in.
What kind of a life?
That's weird. I'm not even like a minute into the episode and I'm pretty sure the mission's already over. I could have just done that, but you know what I didn't know? I'm not even mad. This is a pretty cool little mission. So yeah. Boom. Okay, the entire staff of Codebreaker's facility is either dead or afflicted by the unknown mind-altering pathogen, codenamed Sleepwalker. I got an away team trophy. It is unclear how many of the casualties were the direct result of the pathogen and how many were due to paranoia. The survivors have been brought to the lab for further study. So, both of our guys leveled up, including myself. We got an armor piercer pack and a laser SMG, and we killed a bunch of people. No sectoids in that mission, though, which is kind of weird. But yeah. So, that was the Codebreakers mission. We got an extra weapon. I think we got it a little earlier than we were supposed to, but I'm not sure. Excuse me. And yeah, none of our people have died yet, which is really nice, because I was afraid of that would happen. But, oh, there are dispatch missions. I forgot about that. So yeah, we did the one mission, and now the base is a little bit more open up. There's a paper right here. What do you have to say? Security screening questions, Wednesday, November 14th, 1962. To all security agents, today's security question for infiltrator screenings are suspicious response guidelines. What noise does a dog make? Interrogation has revealed that outsiders do not appear to have dogs in their homeworld, and as such will not respond to the obvious woof or bark or even bow wow. The closest thing that they have appears to be some sort of mechanically augmented personal pack animal of similar shape and size. Be warned, at least one infiltrator in the field has been uncovered attempting to pass using the sound of these creatures. Goff, goff. Remember, your vigilance means the safety of the base and our entire species. When in doubt, take no chances. I'm pretty sure there is a area in the world that uses goff, goff as like their dog sound. So now we can go this way. I'm not gonna go that way yet. I want to explore because it's how I do. I want to see who there is.
People's eyes are black, just solid black. Are you serious?
I want to look around a little bit, see if I can find anything else to listen to. Note: infiltrator testing procedures. All personnel, as the tragic events around Nils' demise have taught us, we must be eternally vigilant against infiltration from outside our menace. I am not talking very well right now. Physical screening can prevent cloaked infiltrators, but we must be wary of other forms of infiltration, particularly by sympathizers or double agents. Until such a time as we can determine a scientific test to reveal the enemies among us, we have developed a functional identity test. On entrance to the base from any external trip or assignment, all personnel are required to go through a screening attended by no fewer than 2 guards. These guards will ask one of a series of screening questions rotated daily. Any subject who gives what is considered a suspicious response will be held for further questioning. Security agents will be given the questions and guidelines depicting what constitutes a suspicious answer on a daily basis. We thank you for your vigilance. With your assistance we shall persevere, preserve, I don't know what they said.
You weren't even there.
I know people. I got knowledge.
You got shit for brains is what you got.
Golly gee, it's Percy being a dick.
Real guns aren't good enough anymore. No, they all want some crazy ray gun.
Hey, it's a quartermaster.
Carter, what's this I hear about people sleepwalking through cities?
We're still figuring it out.
Your guess is as good as mine. Whatever the outsiders did to them, we don't know how to fix it.
Sounds like a friend I knew back in the service. Mine just snapped.
At least they're still alive.
As long as we still got people working on a cure, there's still a chance for them.
Oh, right you are. Although if they can't remember it after they recover, that'd probably be a mercy.
So what happened to your friend?
Tell me more about that friend in the service. Anything like the sleepwalkers?
Well, I can't say it was too similar. I mean, poor old Ken didn't have black gunk all over his eyes to start. But the things he saw when we were in the Great War.
Terrible things happen during war.
Anyway, he never got over the shock. And Myron and I never got over what happened to him. I just hope we can do more for those sleepwalkers.
Alright, how are our supplies?
How are our food and water supplies?
We should be able to hold off for another month, maybe more with tighter rationing.
And what can you tell me about Falk?
You've known the old man for a while. Has he always been this paranoid?
No, not at all. In fact, I remember when he used to be a naive new recruit.
What happened to him?
Well, it's not hardly my place to tell his life story. But let's just say that sort of attitude doesn't last after the third time a refugee pulls a gun on you.
Oof, well, time to go.
That's enough prying for now.
Anytime, Carter.
Okay. And pretty sure they aren't going to let me down the elevators, so let's look this way. We haven't gone down this hallway yet in the game.
How do we know we don't have more of them in here? If there was another one, don't you think he would have tried to help his friend bust out?
Maybe not. If it were me, I'd stay hidden. Let everyone think they're safe.
Yeah, that is what you'd do.
Attention all personnel. We have multiple reports coming in of a widespread outsider
I'll tell you this
assault
for free.
across the
If it's me in charge, I wouldn't bring a security risk like that.
unknown. Believed to be severe. We will relay further information as it becomes available.
So,
End report.
we're gonna fight the Martians by building our own flying saucers.
So this is the mess hall, I think, or something like that, and this is a note. What does it say? Oh. To whom it may concern, I know we're dealing with a lot right now, from weeks living underground to the threat of extinction of the human race, but if I find the person that keeps drinking my personal store of Thunder Cola, I will turn you in as an infiltrator and see you in the front of a firing line. Go ahead and test me. Edmund. Good job, Edmund. And this is a bathroom. Yay, one of them has the seat up. Good job, guys. Okay, I've explored the non-essential parts. Oh wait, no, there's one place I didn't check. I wonder if this guy has something new to say.
Looking for a few answers?
Nope.
If you get any insight...
Will do, Carter.
Just gonna skip that. Okay. So we have an option either to do the mission or do another personal mission or outside or whatever non-essential minor operation. But that's just rude. I'm gonna check out one more thing, see if we even can check it out, because it's honestly probably my favorite room in the game so far. Yay! This is the research area. So this is an autopsy report, because autopsies are done still even if you aren't commanding them. Muton autopsy. Weighing over 1/4 ton, these walking tanks are either the product of extreme physical mutations or countless generations of eugenics breeding. Dubbed mutons, these devastating enemies are heavily armored and equipped with scatter lasers. Agents are advised to keep their distance and focus fire on a single target to penetrate the creature's defenses. Muton's impressive physiology is further augmented by an array of implants, but these do not include some neural relays found in outsiders. With neither the hierarchical communication of the outsiders nor the coerced submission of the sectoids, it appears that mutons are engaged as mercenaries in the enemy's forces, but without an understanding of their payment or motivation, humanity has little chance of being able to employ these powerful forces or sway their loyalty. So kill them all, basically. And there's another paper over here. This is a report. Detainment report, infiltrator. Enemy infiltrator, subjects to receive double guard at all times, and visitors are not authorized without director level permission. Even then, only under strict observation. Although subject has not been demonstrated an ability to cloak since its surgery, subject is still considered a high escape risk. Similarly, despite marked decrease in aggression since surgery, subject is considered extremely dangerous. Although the infiltrator is technically considered a prisoner of war, outsiders are not a known signatory of the Geneva Convention. As such, the standard POW protections are not extended to it. Ooh. That's kind of funny, but ooh. That's just rude. So, you can see the big green tank. I think that's like an Illyrium generator, but I'm not sure. And this whole area has just got a bunch of science stuff, and I like it. Another note. Dr. Dresner, here are the findings from the outsider biopsies. I should call out a few of the more interesting findings which may be useful for your own research. 1. Outsider biology is largely similar to our own. Carbon-based, bipedal, vertebrate, all that. They appear to eat, crep, breathe, bleed, and die like us. Many appear to have major modifications to their circulatory, nervous, respiratory, skeletal, and muscular systems. These appear to be synthetic additions, but the implantation method is far too thorough and precise for any surgery we've ever seen. On death, these modifications overheat, rapidly consuming themselves and their host. Careful surgery can prevent this, but it's very difficult and dangerous. Surgeon Kirkhope has received severe blisters on the fingers of his scalpel hand. Thank you very much. I trust this is enough information for you to work with, and my staff can return to treating injured humans and studying the afflicted sleepwalkers. If you require more data, you are cordially invited to perform your own goddamned research. He seems like a nice person.
I think I would like that, Mr. Folk. I think I would like that very much. You are Dr. Heinrich Dresner, correct? Yeah, Mr. Folk. And do you understand why I am interviewing you today? Officially or unofficially? None of this will be in the final records of your immigration. Officially, our commitments at Yalta mean we must turn you away. And yet, here we both are. Yes, well, we can't risk losing a mind like yours to the Soviets, now can we? Ha! You need not worry about that, sir. There is a reason I surrendered to your soldiers, or not to Stalin's. What reason is that? I do not like their cold winters. Very funny. Regardless, we need to talk about your past affiliations. What is there to say? What was done was terrible, wasteful, inhuman. I have regrets, but I had no part in that. No way to prevent it. You could have left. At the time, I did have a family to support. Also, I feared my once great nation would turn to the Communist Party. So you supported the alternative? Only at first. By the time I saw what they truly were, it was too late to escape. I'm a scientist, Mr. Folk. I understand physics, fluid dynamics, chemical reactions. But I cannot see the future. I cannot predict the horrors of my fellow man. We can't offer you atonement, Doctor. But we can offer you a chance to use your skills to help people.
Yay! This is a room with a bunch of black liquids. I guess it's like the silicoid thing. I'm not sure though, and that's a door we can't open. That's another door we can't open. And let's check out downstairs.
Calm yourself, Doctor. Irrationality will not help us identify enemy infiltrators.
Calm while you perform tests on men, like livestock.
These tests serve to protect them, and after all, they are all volunteers.
Maybe, but we're still not certain of what side effects.
Huh.
Ah, William, welcome to our newly refitted laboratory. I'm certain that Dr. Veer would love to give you a tour of the facilities. Yeah, Herr Doctor?
Yes, of course. I'll just leave Heinrich to his tests.
Oh, there's a commander autopsy report. Okay. Leader of the outsider forces, the commanders exhibit the same physique of the other outsiders, but have significantly more complicated neural implants, as well as much more advanced equipment. Personal shielding is more common, and many other tactical abilities may be available to these dangerous enemies. Agents are advised to make commanders a top priority in any engagement. Commanders do not exhibit the same poor living conditions of their subordinate grunts. Nutrition is plentiful, physical trauma is minimal, and many commanders carry personal effects into battle. These appear to be devotional items, like involved in a religious ceremony centered around their origin. The precise details of this origin are still being examined by Dr. Weir, but it is believed to be the communication network utilized by the outsider neural implants. Huh. That's neat. And salvage report. Gunship. The gunship we face is only one of a countless number of outsider multi-purpose assault ships, but it has provided us with an excellent array of technological materials for study. The combined thrust gravitic propulsion systems, Illyrium transfer power source, and assorted environmental control systems should be especially useful if we are to take the fight to the enemy. More generally, we find that while the enemy gunships are very sturdily built for war, they also bear evidence of extended heavy usage, with only minimal repairs. In some cases, unnecessary systems, luxury and entertainment suites, have been cannibalized for use in more pressing repairs, like weapon and propulsion, suggesting that the outsiders have been running low on supplies in the course of their extended conquests. This may explain the urgency of their attack on Earth. Okay. And there's a thing. And a guy standing in the middle of a thing. And another room that's rather dark that we probably can't enter. And another room that's dark and we probably can't enter. And another one. And this is like, I think it's, I'm not sure if that's an Illyrium reactor or if it's just like a thing. What is this? Salvage report for the Sectopod. Ooh. While not a living alien species, the Sectopod presents and poses a new danger. Standing 20 feet tall, this heavily armored fighting robot is equipped with heavy weapons atop multiple all-terrain legs that can be used as impromptu melee weapons. Sectopods are controlled by a living sectoid encased and sustained within the armor. These pilots are unable to leave the sectopod. In many cases, their containment tanks are welded shut, and may actually be a carefully bred subspecies developed solely for this purpose. The pilot's loyalty would have to be unquestionable, and while they do not wear the slave collars of their brethren, they bear significantly more intrusive neural implants. I didn't know I didn't really pay attention to the collars of the sectoid.
Down here is what we call the workshop. It's where we test the new equipment and applications. It's all quite experimental, so don't use anything here until it's been cleared for the field.
Now he's giving a tour, by the way, but yeah. There's another recording, we'll listen to that later, but I want to go through this tour because, yeah, even though we're like 17 minutes in, and about 7 seconds.
Here we go. As you see, we have the automated turret deployed, but it cannot draw a line of sight on any targets. You can lift a target out from behind its cover to get a clear shot. But if you face many targets, it might be a better option to lift your turret instead. Go ahead and try.
Oh,
the engineers are especially proud of the gyroscopic stabilization that makes that possible. It'd be a shame not to put it to use in the field.
Is that all?
The boys in the lab just wanted to make sure you knew all your options in the field. Never know when it'll come in handy.
Okay, yeah. That's something I think I did earlier, but I'm not sure. Okay, that guy was just standing there, and I was like,
as you
what?
may have guessed from the glow, this is where we store element 115, or Illyrium. Understanding it is vital to our ability to adapt and adopt outsider technology. So far, our results have been mixed, at best. But I'm sure you didn't come here just for a guided tour. I'll leave you to your duties, William.
Okay, so that is Illyrium, but it's not a reactor, it's like a storage tank. I'm gonna speak to you real quick.
Agent Carter, I fear I haven't properly expressed my gratitude for the rescue you provided me.
Happy to do it.
Just happy to have a man like you on board. We need all the help we can get.
Appreciate it, Carter. I hope I live up to your expectations.
Well... I wish we could have rescued more.
Shame we couldn't rescue more survivors from Rosemont.
Yes, of course. At the very least, it would be a tremendous help to have Lawrence here.
He was an outsider, Doctor.
That didn't keep him from being an excellent lab assistant. And a friend.
So tell me about Lawrence.
Did you know that your assistant was one of them?
Yes, well, believe it or not, I'm as shocked as you. More so, I dare say. He was so dedicated, so curious. That's no excuse. I mean, how could I have been such a fool?
You're lying. I'm supposed to believe you worked side by side with an enemy operative and never had any idea. And they call you a genius.
Believe what you will, Agent, I was fooled. And by someone I came to care quite deeply about. I don't expect you to fathom the intricacies of human emotion, but I don't care for your insinuations. I am as much a patriot as any enlisted man.
They didn't hire me for my sensitivity, Doc. Sorry if my heart doesn't go out for a traitorous alien.
The question is, traitorous to whom? He provided us with invaluable information.
So what is Mosaic?
Your assistant mentioned something called Mosaic. Said you were the key to it. Seemed to have something to do with the measurements you were taking. Any idea what he meant by that?
I don't know much about it at all. other than it controls the Venn gates connecting our worlds, and it also seems to exact some degree of influence over the denizens of that world. As to why Lawrence regarded me as the key to it remains a mystery.
But what is it? Is it a thing? Or a person? What is it?
I wish I knew, Agent. It could be any number of things. Natural force, a psychological disorder. One thing is certain, however. It does seem to be accessible via physical technology.
Alright, well, what do you know about these sleepwalkers?
The people we saw back there. The stuck ones. The ones who can't stop doing the same thing over and over. What's the skinny on them? Are they us? Or are they them?
To be honest, I haven't the foggiest. I can say it was horrifying to witness. My students, one by one, falling victim to the condition.
How does it operate? Why does it only take some people?
A mystery as yet, but one I aim to get to the bottom of. I did notice trends. More students than professors, more whites than blacks. Nothing I can yet identify as the source.
Alright, well, the goodbye option says expertise, so...
Before I go, tell me, why are you so valuable? Folk seems to think we can't win this thing without you.
I suppose he regards the work I've been doing with ARPA as essential. I've been tracking audio signals gathered via telemetry. I shot my findings around the scientific community for months.
Anything concrete?
Only subtle results, but Myron, Director Falk, recognized their import. I thought it was merely a curious anomaly, but he felt it was a warning. Guess now we know who was right.
Neat. So yeah, I think this is a little later than a good place to stop. But next time on the Bureau, we're going to probably listen to that recording and check out the mission we have to do. So, see you then, guys.